be remaking One Punch Man in just 24 hours. What's going on, everybody? It's Zuba, back at it with another time-crunching video. Now, it amazes me what people can do in 24 hours. In 24 hours, I finished the entire series of One Punch Man. Okay, maybe it was like 8 hours, but still. I finished watching that series and I realized, wow, how the hell did nobody remake this yet? And that's where I come in. I'm gonna be remaking the series. But first, I think I'm gonna make a trailer. So for the trailer, we're gonna need this. This green screen's gonna get us anywhere we want, and it's gonna really help me edit out myself in the background. So not only do we have this, but we also have this. We also have this. No, this isn't just a dirty old shirt. Well, yeah, it is, but that's not what it's gonna be used for. This is gonna be part of our costume. Take a look at the texture on it. You can kind of see that it's gonna have a nice little texture for our costume. It's gonna give us a little bit of something to work off of. Only problem is I don't have the boots.
I got one question for you. What are those?
Get a starting base. Now let's start to figure out our scenes. Now a trailer can range anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes depending on how far you want to go with it. I think we're going to stick to the 2.5 minute mark. We need to figure out how many scenes we would need for that. So let's figure out how many frames are in 2.5 minutes. So there's almost 3,000 frames in 2 minutes. So the average shot length would only have to be about 3 seconds, and the longest we really can go is about 35 seconds. So this is good information. Now let's try to transfer that to some paper. So this is what we're working with for the video. Obviously, you know, you do some concept art drawing, but I'm not very good at drawing, so I went ahead and took some screenshots from the actual show, and this is what I came up with. Now I'm guessing there's going to be about 100 shots. It's far more than one person can do, but I'm going to go ahead and give it my all, and hopefully this actually makes it to 2 minutes, and not under. That would suck. So I decided to start with Crab Lante, but to make this model work, we have to download a man and a crab and make some sort of crab hybrid. See, he's not that big of a main character, but he does show up pretty early, and anybody who watched the show will recognize him immediately. He's quite a funny character. Alright, Crab Lante's finished. Now, it's time to work on the Sea King. See, I really like the Sea King in the show. He's like one of the best characters, very flamboyant, which is kind of cool, and just straight up cool guy. Well, he was a bad guy, but either way. Alright, let's get to work on it. Yeah, same process. You download a man, and then I go into Sculpt and warp the areas that I think need to be warped. Make his body a little bit stronger, and we're left with this. Now all I need to do is just animate it, and it'll be done. So I go to Mixamo to get my animations as well. Yes, we outsource everything on this channel. So all I want is a animation of somebody standing up from a kneeling position. And boom, we're done. I also gotta add a cape. But anyways, we're left with this. Okay, the Sea King is done. Now, I don't know who to do next. So for this next one, stop moving. I'm gonna be working on the Subterranean King. Now this is a goofy awe guy. He's not really an actual threat, only in Saitama's dream, but it's a pretty big spectacle when it comes to that scene. So for this, I'm gonna take a little bit of a different route. Of course, download a male character. I'm gonna have to download a couple swords too. But for this, I'm actually gonna have to start modeling. I know, I've been ruining the day that I actually had to do some work. But here we go. So as always, go to your favorite free CG model website. So I started by trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this guy's arms to look normal. I tried stretching the chest, it didn't really work out too well. So I decided, okay, well let me just see what it looks like. I duplicated both arms, and I tried to make them fit. First thing I did was made the background emission. And I thought maybe I could just put the pieces on, but no. Instead, I'm going to select the area and create different pieces in edit mode. This is the most simple and very time efficient way to do it. So I went through and I separated all the parts on his body to create this armor look. And I made sure there was a little bit of space so that the light could seep through. This is one of my favorite parts. And it's a lot easier if your computer isn't lagging. But I don't mind. It took a while, but it paid off in the end. So this is the finished product. So now we've got 3 3D models done. What do we even do with that? Do we just sit around and keep doing more? No. See, the only way that we can get through this challenge is if we start composing some of the shots. Now I'm gonna have to go into After Effects and painstakingly turn these shots into cinematic gold. And I know what you're thinking. Why in the hell would I even spend 24 hours doing this? One Punch Man isn't that great of a show. And if you're thinking that, well my friend, you are wrong, and the movie is gonna be even better. So let's get started.
Two hours later.
Hi, me from 2 hours later. Remember how I said I was gonna get this done in 24 hours?
So that was a fucking lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I worked on. See, normally I would be okay with that as the final product for that scene, but this is a trailer, and the last thing that I want is for it to be half-assed. I mean, I'm making it 2 minutes regardless, so I don't want to waste all my time just to make a 2-minute piece of crap. So I decided I'm gonna have to redo this entire thing in Blender. I have no problem wasting a little bit of time, but that's just way too much for not a good enough outcome, so let's do this again. So I'm remaking One Punch Man in 48 hours. All right, let's go.
Some kind of